Today on People with Passion for Pets, we talk to children's book author Eileen Pieczonka about her Blueberry Bear Tales and her passion to help children learn to read with her therapy dogs Kong and Zuki. Hi, Eileen.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Good.
So, Eileen, you are the author of the Blueberry Bear Tales.
Yes, I am.
And that's a very cute children's book series.
I have my book right here. And
They're
I
so
have
cute.
two of them. I'm working on my third or trying to work on my third.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what are kind of the stories? Is it adventures that the little puppy has, or what are the...
So the first book is called Blueberry Bear, and it's about a rambunctious puppy named Bear. She lives on a blueberry farm, and she just gets into a bunch of trouble and turns blue and is nicknamed Blueberry Bear. So it's a fun read out loud down on the farm story. And then my second one is Blueberry Bear, a furry friend's tale. And that is about friendship, trust, courage, and acceptance, where she leaves the farm in search for a friend.
Oh, that's neat.
My.
And that is the first of her adventure trilogy. So there'll be two more, after that as part of the trilogy.
That's beautiful. Now, I looked at your website, and obviously this is a children's book, so there's a lot of beautiful drawings. Did you do those, or who did your drawings for you?
No, so I found an illustrator. I had an idea of how I wanted the dog to look and went through hundreds of illustrators. Her name is Rami Karan. She was born in the Czech Republic and she lives in Canada. And she does amazing work. She has done over 70 children's books. So she's an award-winning illustrator.
Oh my.
Beautiful. So your website is blueberrybeartales.com, is that correct?
That is correct.
Awesome. And are you also on the social media? Do you have like a Facebook page?
Yeah, so I do have a Facebook page, Blueberry Bear Tales. I am also on Instagram, but Eileen.Pieczonka author. So it is a different address for that. I do have a Twitter account, but I just haven't been on that one.
All right. And again, we'll share the links to all your media sites in the description below the video for our viewers. So if they want to find you, and you sell the books through your website. So if somebody wants to go grab your books for their children.
Yes, I do. And then there's a section to where you could put the child's name or person's name, so I could inscribe it for them.
Oh, that's wonderful. What a neat gift.
And also, I took a stamp of the original Blueberry Bear, Jamie, and she also stamps the book.
Oh,
with her
so special. Yes, that's awesome. What inspired you to write a children's books, and what was the idea for Blueberry Bear?
So, well, first of all, writing was like the last thing that I would ever think of doing. And it was all because of my dog, Jamie, who we rescued. And before I get into that, I do want to say Jamie was rescued when she was 7 years old. And most people are afraid to rescue seniors. And myself, was questionable also. But when we got her home to do a trial, she was in her forever home. They are the most appreciative and loving dogs, between, puppies to, seniors. Seniors dogs are the best. So I just wanted to mention that to everyone, because if they're afraid to adopt a senior, please don't, because you'll cherish them and they cherish you.
That's awesome. That's a very good point.
And you can teach a dog, an old dog, new tricks. Because
Absolutely.
Jamie was afraid of children. She was afraid of other dogs, but she had the sweetest disposition. And I wanted her to be a therapy dog because I heard of reading therapy, with dogs, children. It took 2 years to get her certified as a therapy dog, but she had children hugging her and
That's awesome.
dog.
Wow, that's wonderful. What a
Yes.
transformation.
Yes, but when we adopted her, we nicknamed her Bear. And during doing the reading therapy at the libraries with her, when I heard a struggling reader, that just, my heart would just drop. So one day I was just eating blueberries, and Jamie is just a foodie lover, so she wanted to try some and gobbled them up, and out came Blueberry Bear.
How cute.
So that's,
Literally, out came Blueberry.
There you go.
yes, and I thought, what a great title for a children's book, but it's like, I am not a writer, and it's something for 3 months kept on telling me, you need to write Blueberry Bear. And like teachers, of course, tell children, just try, and I thought, why not? What do I have to lose? And now I've written 2 books and going on my 3rd.
So now that Jamie is no longer with you, you have 2 new rescue dogs?
Yes, they are Kong and Suki. They are German Shepherd lab puppies. And they're 3 years old now. And they, of course, I wanted, Suki is following in Jamie's footsteps to be Blueberry Bear the second. So Jamie does live on through Blueberry Bear, and they are therapy dogs, and we volunteer for Positive Friendships.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about Positive Friendships.
The therapy organization is called Positive Friendships, and it's therapy teams, animal-assisted therapy teams, working with therapists and educators to help autistic children make their goals.
That's awesome.
And, whatever, in therapy or in their education.
The idea is with a therapy dog that a lot of times children are a lot less afraid to read to a dog than they would be to read to a person, right? That's the idea behind it.
Yes, it is. Animals do not judge. So kids are more up to reading out loud. And for the kids that would read real quiet, I would say, Jamie's older now, so she has a hearing problem. So can you speak up a little bit louder? And they would,
That's awesome.
Yes.
Now, it takes a lot of work to make a dog into a therapy dog, right? Can you talk a little bit about your experience with that? I mean, you even did 2 of them. Wow.
Yeah, 3 actually. Yeah. So Jamie the first, because I wasn't sure, on what we needed to do for the test. We did we took a class, and it was just almost like advanced training that of course, they have to be very calm and friendly and not being aggressive to other dogs. You don't want so if you're at a hospital or nursing home, you don't want the dogs to pick up any pills that were dropped. So that's why they need to learn how to leave it. And no jumping, of course, and just be very attentive to you and to who they're visiting. And then, of course, they need to know stairs, know how to get on an elevator, and loud noises. So because in the hospital, you have the carts going through and equipment, wheelchairs. So they all need to be, very calm around that.
Too, you got to give the dogs a job, and yours obviously have a very important one. And that's kind of neat. Like we also do some canine good citizen training, which is kind of a, first step into therapy dog training. So for people that are interested, that's usually the first step because it teaches the dog the skills that they need to know to go out into public and be well behaved and well accepted.
Yes, Kong and Suki have their advanced CGC, and I'm not sure, but it's, if you want to do therapy, it's really good to have that. I
I
don't
think most of the
it's
places
required.
actually, I think most of them really do encourage you to go do that because they figure
Yes.
if you can get that certified, then the battle's already half won. You've already got the
Yes.
socialization and the obedience, stuff like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So with Zuki and Kong, you said that they're both the same age. Are they actually related?
Yes, they are. They're brother and sister.
Oh, that's
Yes.
cool. Two out of the same litter. How cool is that?
Uh,
Are they very similar or very different in their personalities?
They are different in personalities, and also Kong's 105 and Suki, we call Suki 66. She's 66 pounds. So yeah, they have their own personality. And everybody told me don't get siblings, and they were sort of right, on training because they like to bond together. But but training is, a lifetime, right? With dogs.
Exactly right. Yeah. And that's okay. Dogs will bond. If you get two dogs, they'll bond with each other anyway. So it's just, with siblings, they already have a bond from the day you get them.
Right. And it's funny because Kong was the first one and Suki was the last one.
Oh.
So yeah, it's just harder in some ways to train, but then when you can't give them the attention, then they do have each other to play with. So it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Now, when you do your training with them, do you oftentimes train them separately?
Yeah, separately to walk. They walk much better than, together. And Kong does karting. I have a friend that trains for agility and obedience rally. So they do that once in a while also. And that's, I just take one of them for the training.
Do they like water?
Kong just loved it. He would be a great life saver.
Awesome.
And Suki, she's getting used to it a little bit. She's jumped in a couple times, but yeah, Kong just loves the water.
So in your book, again, you're working on your third one. How did you do that? Did you just start writing on a piece of paper? Did you dictate it and then transcribe it? How did you do it?
Actually, yes, I was just jotting down my ideas on paper first before, I took the laptop out. It just, once I started, it just kept on flowing. And it's funny because children's books, they like to be under 500 words, and I had a 5,000 word story. I was like, okay, this ain't gonna work. And so I actually thought, okay, I'm going to need to break it up into a trilogy. So actually, the second book is my original story, which is going to change drastically now. But I gave my story to friends and family for them to read. And they wanted to know more about how Bear turns blue and about the farm. So I put my original story down and I worked on Blueberry Bear then. Read it. And actually on my website, I have a storyteller reading my first book, and it's on YouTube.
Oh, great. Well, we'll share a link to that as well.
Is it a book for the parents to read to the children, or is it kind of both ways? The child can read to their dog. How did you cater it to?
So both. My first book, Blueberry Bear, I would say anywhere from, infancy to first grade. And the second book, it's a little bit harder to read. So I would say second, third grade. but it has onomatopoeia and refrains, which children love. So, and both books have that. So they are both a fun read. And it has like a whimsical tone to it. So, yeah, so either the parent could read to the child, or, you know, once the child is starting to read, you know, kindergarten, they might be able to, depending on how their, you know, their development in reading, they could read the first book. I also wanted to mention that I have my music video, Blueberry Bear music video also. So, which
Oh,
is
my.
really fun.
Awesome.
Will do.
Well, thank you so much. I really
Yes.
enjoyed.
Yeah.
Well,
All
you have a
right.
great day. Thanks for all
You
the work
too.
you do with the children.
Yes.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the information. And until next time, keep your paws on the road.